Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Mad Carrot is Angry studio on the expensive first floor of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep 3. As always, if you would be so kind to give us the old thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, get yourself subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure you click that bell to get notified every time we put up brand new content. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Follow us on social media, of course, over there at Facebook and the Twitters, and our brand new Discord channel. I will put the link in the description of this video. So just click on there, get yourself signed up. We had a blast yesterday, talking smack, talking a little football, and I expect it to go pretty much the same today. So get on over to our and Discord is basically, it's like a big group chat for everybody on here. All right, it's a couple of us. It's some of our handicappers. It's myself. It's David. It's David Hess. It's a few of the guys that write over there at Winners and Whiners and Stat Salt. And it is all of you. We sit around, share our picks, talk smack, and it's a good time is had by all. So make sure that you get signed up for our Discord channel. All right. Of course, don't forget to check out the websites themselves, winnersandwhiners.com, statsalt.com. An invaluable resource this time of year when you're handicapping football, especially. They do, I'm not going to tell you they do every college football game. They usually run somewhere in the 60 to 80 college game range. I know we don't probably have that quite a full slate today, but they do every game that's relevant over there every single day, and they do one at Statsall, they do one at Winners and Whiners. A lot of times they do the same games, two different opinions, two different handicappers. So check those out, won't you? And of course, check out our partner, pointsbet.com. They're in the great state of New Jersey and Iowa for all of your betting needs. So with that being said, let's get to recap of yesterday's action. We did go 2-1 on the day on the Deep 3. Missed out on Wake Forest. I just couldn't get them to put two scores in a row there or hold Utah State when they had to do it. They ended up winning the game by 3, but they failed to cover the 4.5. So we lose that one by 1.5. And we had really Wisconsin. They absolutely rolled over South Florida. That was a fine pick there. And we also had the Mississippi State Tulsa game under, and Michigan State Tulsa under, and it looked a little grim there at halftime, but the guys came out and they made their adjustments on the defensive side of the ball, and a boring second half means we cashed our tickets on the under. So 2-1 there. We went 1-1 on the premium side. We had Oklahoma State team total over 42.5. Yes, please. That one cashed without a problem. And we also had the Army Black Knights. Could not run. Absolutely could not run as Rice stuck to them like white on rice. They did a nice job on the defensive side of the ball. Forced Army to actually try to throw the ball. Nothing good happens when Army puts the ball in the air. Although they did have a couple big gains and one of their touchdowns on a pass. So I don't want to say that. But anytime you force an Army to go through the air, that ain't their game. And they end up winning but not come close into covering. So 1-1 we go on the premium side. 2-1 on the Deep 3. And on we go with today's picks. We're going to start out with a homer pick here. As my alma mater, the Missouri Tigers, travel to Laramie, Wyoming to take on the Wyoming Cowboys. Mizzou's a 17-point road favorite on this one. I got to tell you guys, I did the CFN podcast earlier in the week, and I'm going to change my mind. I actually took Wyoming in that one plus 17.5. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to take the Mizzou Tigers here. They just have too much returning talent at the skill positions. Plus, they've got Kelly Bryant coming in to take over for Drew Lock. He's a very different kind of quarterback, coming from Clemson. He's not going to put up the passing numbers that Lock did, but he has a lot better wheels than the big clunky Drew Lock from Lee Summit, Missouri. Plus, not only does he have great wheels, he's got fantastic receivers in Johnson and No, and he's got the Arkansas transfer, Jonathan Nance, that he's going to use to stretch the field. This kid's got some serious speed. They've also got Mackie watch list member Albert Ogubike. I knew I was going to blow it. And they call him Albert O, so we don't even get much chance to pronounce his name. We don't get a lot of practice, but he is a fantastic tight end coming back for one more season to give it a rip with Mizzou. The Wyoming Cowboys defense is, it's not horrible, but I think Kelly Bryant's legs are going to make the difference in this one. Wyoming has serious problems on the offensive side, including starting a redshirt freshman quarterback who has thrown just 25 passes in his collegiate career. They've got a new running backs, and Mizzou, they're going to stack the box, and they're going to dare the Cowboys to throw the ball. We'll see how that goes. Wyoming offensive line, not a good spot for them. They have just one upperclassman, and that's not going to bode well against a very stout, as usual, Mizzou front seven. Give me those Tigers. Minus 17. No hooks abound. Let's get it before it goes up because we're probably going to catch that hook there at some time. So give me a Mizzou minus 17. And take a look in the great state of Nebraska as the South Alabama Jaguars take on the Nebraska Cornhuskers minus 36. Huskers are going to win this one. They're going to win by a lot. The question comes down to really two things. First, can the South Alabama generate anything against the Huskers on the offensive side? And how soon does Nebraska put their reserves in? South Alabama defense was awful last year. They gave up 41.5 points per game, and it doesn't get better as they return just 5 starters. The Jags have good talent at the running back and wide receiver, but for the 6th straight year, they start a brand new quarterback. The kid's 6'3", looks like he might have some talent, but a bad place to make your debut up there in Lincoln, Nebraska, in front of 80,000 crazy Husker fans. I'm tempted to take USA here because I think that they're going to put up 10 to 14 points, but at the end of the day, with Martinez and the Huskers, I think they want to make a statement after starting the season last year 0-6. I think Frost pulls the starters after they get to a 35-point lead, and I think the scrubs, I think they can still go +7 even on the Jaguars front liners the rest of the way. Give me Nebraska minus 36 right here against USA. And we're going to finish up with a pick from the Brain Bowl there as the Northwestern Wildcats catching 6 and a hook up there in the land of the trees with the Stanford Cardinal. Northwestern, they started off last year very slow, and they finished 7-1 to win the Big Ten West by 3 games. They've been over 500 every year since 2014. And even though they lost to Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game, they jumped up and beat Utah in their bowl contest. Very fine Utah squad. They've got still haven't made a decision on the quarterback yet as far as this recording goes. They've got the job comes down to the Clemson transfer Hunter Johnson or last year's backup TJ Green. It's they both bring a different skill set. Either one of them, I think, are going to do a very fine job. This is going to revolve around running back Isaiah Bowser. He really kind of blossomed last year over his last 8 games as he put up 108 yards per game, averaging 4.45 yards per carry. Most importantly to know about Northwestern, they are 10-0 their last 10 as a road underdog. 10-0 ATS, by the way, as a road dog. Stanford gets quarterback KJ Costello back, but not a lot else. He lost Bryce Love, and he lost 3 receivers to the NFL. He lost 2 offensive linemen from a unit that wasn't that good to start with. He does get Little and Sorrell back after they fought injuries last year, so we'll see how that goes. They do have a fine receiver and sophomore Osiris St. Brown. By the way, if you don't know the story of the St. Brown brothers, I usually talk about it. Make sure you check them out. Osiris, his brother Amon Ra, who is a stud at USC, and his brother Equimenius Brown, who plays for the Green Bay Packers. Very cool family, very cool story. You'll thank me later if you check it out. The defense for Stanford, they struggle to stop the run. They've got questions at linebackers. They've got questions at defensive back. They have one fine defensive back, Paulson Adebo. Other than that, there are a lot of question marks, and I think Northwestern is going to be able to exploit the weaknesses there on defense. Give me the Cats plus 6.5. And we will also play the Nebraska Cornhuskers minus 36. And bum, 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 the Mizzou Tigers minus 17. The end of those 3 games, you guys can join me. We will pick up our winning tickets, and we will head back to the window. All right, guys, let's take a quick look at the shout-outs here. First of all, we'll put up the premium place. If you want to get down on our premium place, there is the information right there. We have kind of pushed and shoved, done much better in football, so we expect that trend to continue as we phase into the college and NFL season. So follow that link, get yourself down on the premium picks if you are so interested. All right, guys, let's take a look at those shout-outs, shall we? As you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it wasn't the best day. It wasn't the best day. We're not in mid-season form yet as far as our picks go. Legendary King says the damn 49ers screwed him over last night. Said it was broken even if they weren't for the late touchdown by the Chargers. Yes, welcome to being the pissed off at the Chargers club. Couldn't hate them more than Phyllis Rivers. The Carrot says, King, you think you got screwed? He said, I had Tulane over 46.5. I had 56.5 rather. At 54 going into the fourth quarter, couldn't get there. He said he even talked shit to G&G. So the Carrot, he did okay on the tennis. He had one that was suspended. He hit 2 of his long odds and missed one. He played Verdasco and Alba Big. I even played that one, so yeah, thanks for that pick, Carrot. I'm not going to give anybody shit for missing a pick. It happens, but trust me. So, not a terrible day for the Carrot. Kiss to Degenerate said, yeah, the Mets stink, and that's why I'm a Yankees fan. Just kidding. The Kiss to Degenerate, he had a decent day. He hit some winners, as he had the Cubs over the Brew Crew. He had the Miami-Washington first 5 under. Dude, I'm assuming you got that at 5.5. He had the Phillies over the Mets. Damn you, Mets. And he had Houston and Toronto first 5 under. And I'm assuming that was 5.5 or 6 because they scored for 5. So I'm giving you both I'm giving you wins on both of those. As we say, Kiss the Degenerate went 3-1 on those picks and ended up at plus 190. Not a bad. Not a bad day. I'm sorry. 3-2, brother. 3-2. Giving you too much there. Plus 80. Not a bad day for Kiss to Degenerate. Steve Gowden. Steve had some decent picks. He went some first half plays. Some of them came through. He had the Michigan State. They took care of business. He also had those same teams on the full game, and that did not go so well. He had South Florida. Nevada came through on the full game, and he did have the. He got Oklahoma for the Sunday game, so for the tomorrow game. So he also had Colorado plus 7. So yeah, kind of a mixed bag for Steve. Not a horrible day. Steve, keep them coming, buddy. I know you're about to break free. I like the way you're thinking. C-Dub's super busy at work today. He put up a few plays. He hit another about break even day for C-Dub there. C-Dub had and you saw the comment. It was we had C-Dub was talking to one of our handicappers over there at Stats Halt, and it's if you know EJ, he's kind of a hard guy to take sometimes, and he's a fun guy. He knows his stuff, but he definitely could rub people the wrong way. So, C-Dub, I hope you give us another try over there at our Discord channel. Don't be one and done, brother. You're one of the cats I wanted to have there, and yeah, we're gonna make some adjustments. All right, so don't be a stranger. Sorry, the first day we got off to on a bad start, but we're going to make sure that does not happen again. All right, so with that being said. C-Dub went 3-4 on the day, plus 82. Not a bad day. He hit a couple big plays there. Hit a plus 187. Hit a plus 220. That'll keep you above water even when you're not having a 3 or a 500 day. G&G, he tailed the Mad Carrot on some tennis plays. and he did okay on the. He had a couple of the plays on the St. Louis game that got rained out. He had a couple of money line parlays with the Astros and Twins and Braves and Astros, and he also had the Wolfpack plus 11 there, and in that one. So at the end of the day, he goes 5-3 plus 200. Cody L said Wisconsin looked a lot better with Hornibrook without Hornibrook. No shit, dude. Yeah, Hornibrook. Yeah, not a big fan. Not a big fan. Guwap Gucci. He had Oklahoma State on the spread line or the run line. I also had Wisconsin to cover. Colorado Buffs as they took care of their business as well. So that was a 3-0 day for the Gooch as he goes plus 300. I gotta make sure Colorado covered. So yeah, that was a nice day there, Gucci. Very, very nice. And he played a $100 parlay on that, so that brings back 616. So I'm going to check because we had this marked before that Colorado game was over, and I want to make sure because that's a huge play. As excuse me, guys. I know this is going to run long anyway. Colorado, really? You're going to be that way with me? Oh yeah, Colorado took care of business there. So that, my friends, that's what you call a three. That's a three-teamer right there that paid $616 on $100. Well done, Gooch. Well done indeed. Miguel, he talked about using the run line. You know, it's not. Believe it or not, Miguel, I found this out last year. It's not unheard of. You're going to see it. You'll see it more than once about the run line in football. I know it's weird, but it's other than the spread line, you also see run line, and it is kind of used the same way. So he says like me calling the Braves the Falcons. I guarantee you that shit's coming. No doubt about it. As we do start doing 2 sports, 3 sports. Wait till we're doing all 3 when we've got basketball, football, and baseball still going on, and I won't be able to know whether to call them. And they're like, we'll do NBA preseason or whatever. I don't call them, whether the Hawks or the Braves or whoever the fuck. So yeah, that's coming. Mikey Butler. Mikey broke even today, and it all came down basically to a half run in that in the Pittsburgh Colorado game. He had over 13.5. It ended up being 13. That was the difference between going 4-2 and going 3-3. Legion of Picks, he had the under in the Michigan State game. Another no-sweat victory, like we said. He had Purdue and he had Wang. So Wang didn't. I'm not even going to make that joke. It's too late. Mark B said fade Chip Kelly. Hey, thanks for the tip, Mark. No shit. Chip Kelly. And E. Clark said Kelly needs to hang it up. So that shit last night was absolutely pathetic. UCLA is fade material, no question about it. And he ends with a quote: "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again." And that was our president, George W. Bush, with that quote. You know what? That's my closer, folks. We did have a couple positive cappers here as G&G goes plus 200. The C-Dub has a nice day, goes plus 82. But our no doubt camper of the day, sports fans, it is Guwap Gucci hitting that 3-teamer with Oklahoma State, Wisconsin, and Colorado all to cover. They all did it. 100 plays plus 616. Guwap Gucci, my friend, you are our capper of the day. Congratulations right there. Congratulations to everybody else who made a little money today. We got it happening. It's college football Saturday. Let's go have some fun, make a little money. We'll meet back here same time. We'll bitch about our bad beats, brag about our fat stacks, then we'll fire it up, and we'll do it all again. You guys take care. Have fun. See you tomorrow.